Vantastic Travels opts out for the Johnson & Johnson shot, but guess what? Now it's on pause because it's got some issues. Lost on land again, Lola. She is getting ready to do some traveling, but she's getting ready first. She's going to do a little short jaunt over the weekend. This and a whole lot more. What's up, blind viewers? How's everybody doing? Hello, hello, hello. What we got going on here? There's Never Again. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Yep, I'm alive. Oh, man. Yeah, we got some things to talk about today. Oh, let me see here. Let me get my stuff together. Jumping the gun again. Pull pause. All right. Well, let's start out with Prairie Life. Let's talk about Prairie Life. Now, she did a nice little interview with a fellow who had some very, very interesting, to say the least, photography going on. Pretty cool stuff.
Top of 10. So a big, deep depth of field. So you could see this mostly in focus, but this was really in focus. And that's when we switched to the 10-second shutter. So this whole craziness that's going on here took 10 seconds to do.
Just spin it for all you're worth.
Yep, just spin and spin and spin. And it looks pretty underwhelming when you're doing it. Mm-hmm. And then you look at it on the camera and it's crazy.
There you go. Some interesting stuff. Now, she has a really neat channel if you are into photography and visual stuff. And we all know the blind guy is very interested in the visual because
Wayne from Nomad.
Because you know, I like to see stuff. I like to look stuff. I like that visual stuff. I want to look at it while I can still see. So I enjoy people who do stuff like that. All right. Amazing coincidence, you going live shortly after Camo Dave uploads his latest video. Yeah, it is a coincidence because I have no idea what Camo Dave is doing, nor do I really care. Whoa, Nelly, what's up? How you doing? So yeah, if you're interested in visuals and some really cool stuff, photography and other things visual, go over and check out Prairie Life. Very interesting channel, as you can see. All right, what we got going on next? We have the Germ. What did the Germ do? That's right, I haven't seen the Germ in a while. He hasn't posted in a while. He went to the American Dream Mall, where he took us around and showed us all kinds of fun stuff. But yeah, this is the part that I liked anyway. There's a lot of stuff. Good video. Check it out.
There they are. Look at this. I think the big guy's name is Terrence, which is also my brother's name. That's kind of funny. Alright, might have just made the thumbnail. Something to do with these guys back here. They have an Angry Bird store. Should we check it out? Look at this, Angry Bird store. All kinds.
So there we go. The Germ taking us to the mall and taking us to the Angry Bird store. Just one of many places. Said it actually, and it was true. He said it actually looks like a big empty airport terminal, and it kind of did. But very cool video from the Germ. Haven't seen anything from the Germ in a while, so it's good to see him. And the lovely Jenna. So if you are so inclined, you can go over and check out the Germ. All right, now I guess we're going to move right along here. And we're going to talk about my buddy Lola. That's right, Lola from Lost on Land again. Now she is getting I guess I don't want to say ready for the summer, but ready for the summer. She's getting ready to go do some traveling. So I guess you can say it's a shakedown cruise, if you will. You know, you got to get in there and see what you need, what you don't need. And yeah, she kind of explains it pretty well, that it can get pretty nerve-wracking if you got a bunch of shit that you don't need, right?
So I didn't really just come out here to play with the cows this weekend. I came out to do kind of an inventory of the van, see where I'm at clothes-wise and stuff. Since I'm a part-time van dweller, I have all kinds of stuff in here, but I'm getting ready for a little road trip, so I need to take out the things I really don't need and throw in a couple things that I do need. So yeah, that's kind of the name of the game with van dwelling. You have to have everything in its place and a place for everything, or things get out of control real quick. So just trying to, like I said, organize really well, so when I do go on my road trip, it'll be less stressful.
There you go, less stressful. And don't we all just need a little less stress in our lives? For sure. No, I do. We all need less stress. All right, so there we go. We heard from Alola, lost on land again. Because, again, like she said, she's a part-timer, so she doesn't, she has a real life job and all that, so she doesn't always have time to be getting stuff put together, organized, and ready, so she does her little thing when she can, as she can. Travel Dreamer, hello. That's right, stress management. We all need our stress management. Okay, moving right along. What do we got next? Oh, our buddy Badge. Now, after the cold winter up there in Canada, being kind of stuck up there with the closed borders and everything, well, he's thawing out. It's getting nice, and he's getting ready to travel. Whether he can come down here or not, he's still getting ready. So he's getting all this solar stuff together.
Okay, now we put the 4,000 watt inverter in. It's up there with the same batteries, the same cables, everything. But we put a fuse on it. That's for Jamie over at the van build. I put that on for him. We got the Milwaukee hooked up. We got the new charge controller. Now this is one that Keith got me over at Uncle Wiener's. They got an Uncle Wiener's here in Edmonton. So I'm going to try it. I don't know. I still have my old one. It's all wired. The only thing I got to, and we got the 120. The only thing I got to do is put lights on it. I'm going to put a couple lights on the back. This is a switch for my inverter here.
There we go. He's getting all his stuff together and ready. Badge is getting solared up. That's right. I'm going to take advantage of the sun. He talks about, you know, the batteries and everybody, you know, with the lithium and stuff, but he's got his and he's using them because, one, they work, and two, they're not $800 a piece. And I can feel you on that one for sure. Good little video, though, from my buddy Badge, so go over and check him out if you don't mind. All right. Van life with Gina. What's she up to? Well, she took a little day trip. She talks to us a little bit, but then she takes us on her little day trip up and shows us the sights around where she's at, and it is pretty cool. There you go. So if you want to see more of the sights of what Gina was into, go over and check her out. Van life with Gina. Pretty cool video. Not too long, but very, very visual, very fun, very interesting. Yes, I agree. It is very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. All right. Now, I guess it was a couple days ago, I was talking about Vantastic Travels. I showed a little clip where she talked about she chose the Johnson & Johnson one and done shot because she wanted to get her vaccination, and then she was getting ready to travel, and she was going to be elsewhere and didn't want to have to come back to get her round 2 shot. So she chose the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. What's up, Ox? Then, as she was talking, she said, I don't feel really well, real good. She wasn't real sick, but she started to feel ill almost right away, the same day, I guess, or the next day at least. And then I hear that, the FDA and the CDC are saying, whoa, Nelly, we're going to put the brakes on the Johnson & Johnson vaccine because it's making some people sick. And, I kind of was watching this stuff and listening, and I don't know. To me, it seems like there's a little more to the story than they're telling us. Now, well, here. You guys you listen to it.
That is calling for a pause, an immediate pause in the use of the Johnson & Johnson single-dose coronavirus vaccine. This is after 6 recipients in the United States developed a rare disorder involving blood clots within about 2 weeks of the vaccination. Joining us now is Dr. Carlos Del Rio. He's the Executive Associate Dean at Emory University School of Medicine at Grady Health System.
Well, that's 6 of them, 6 people. Hello, Margie. RV Ashes in April. So I heard that and I listened. There's a whole bunch more. This guy, he goes on to discuss things because he's a professional. I'm not. I just listen to what these folks tell me. But so I watched that. I watched a couple other ones, and I found this one to be quite interesting too, because again, something might be, again, with all these people that have been vaccinated and received the vaccine, to have 6 get ill, and a wide range of people, I guess from the ages of 18 to 48, I believe it was. But, well, it just was like 6. We're going to stop the vaccine from Johnson & Johnson because of 6 people out of all the people well, I don't know. So I started watching some more, and I found this one to be a little bit interesting too.
It's concerning that the FDA and the CDC are making this recommendation ahead of an advisory meeting tomorrow rather than just wait for the meeting. Suggests they think there's something urgent here.
Yeah, certainly. I think everyone is upset here is that there's a similar vaccine, AstraZeneca, that's also what we call an adenovirus vaccine, where blood clots were seen also in really small numbers. And so when you're seeing it with 2 different vaccines that have some similarity, we get really worried. And so tomorrow morning, there'll be an advisory meeting where they'll review these 6 cases and see whether they think they are related to the vaccine or not and what to do. So the hope is we could develop a plan to prevent these from happening.
6.8.
So there, yes, 6.8 million vaccines already given out from Johnson & Johnson. And so now there's a pause on it because of 6 people. Now, you did hear this guy say that one of the other vaccines also has this thing that with blood clots and stuff. What's up, Heat Seeker Bus? How you doing, man? Pierre. And but it's like that guy says, like, there's this advisory meeting tomorrow and this and that and that, and with over 6 million, almost 7 million vaccines already administered, 6 people get sick and they slam the brakes on it. And now we all know that there's varying degrees. Everyone's going to react different to different vaccines and everything. I mean, some people get the flu shot and they're like skipping around and they have a little sting on their arm for, half an hour. Other people, their arms sore as shit for 3 days. They kind of get flu symptoms, and other people, and it all ranges in between. So we know people are going to get sick, and it's just like, oh, you know, vaccines cause this and cause that and this and that, you know. But we all know that everyone's going to react a little bit different. And not to be cold and callous, hello, Misty, but I'm sure someone, you know, it's like how many people, you know, said, hey, something's going on. What's going on? Well, I ate peanuts and then now I'm sick as hell and I almost died. I can't breathe. My throat's well shut. Well, you're allergic to peanuts, you know. Well, not everybody is. And everyone's going to take this a little bit different. But I just find it odd that they would rush and shut it down for only 6 people. And I know it sounds weird, but again, when you think of the whole scope of things and how many people that is, it's like, you know, 1 in a million shot, literally, that you're going to get sick like this. So I think there's something more to it. Which also brings me to another thing that says, you know, they're already talking about these vaccine passports and all this other bullshit. And yes, the government says we are not going to mandate this or make it any kind of law or anything. But if, you know, big venues or restaurants or stores or anybody wants to require one, we're not going to stand in their way and blah, 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 blah. So here we go. I don't have a vaccine. I'm not even qualified to get a vaccine in my area yet. It's not available to me. So if they open up something and there's the big game and, you know, they decide to go ahead with this vaccine passport bullshit, sorry, buddy, you can't go because you don't have a vaccine. But I can't get one. And now they're putting the brakes on the Johnson & Johnson one. And when they look into this other one that has similar clotting issues, and what if they stop that one? And then all of a sudden, boom, now we got to move it back. Instead of everybody being, you know, oh, by the end of April, oh, now it's by the end of June. Oh, well, maybe by July you'll be able to get your vac. But in the meantime, we got these little passports that everybody got, and you can't come into my restaurant unless you have a vaccine. I don't understand it. I think they're putting the cart before the horse, talking about these vaccine passports before they even had the damn vaccines out and everybody got the jab. I just don't understand how they can do it ass backwards like that. But, you know, what are you going to do? Yeah, never trust government with anything, especially with the modern politicians. Yeah. My homie Romy, my case closed. I will never get this vax. There's Nez. If you don't, you could be a patient for life. Yeah. Just wait, more problems coming. It is odd. The problem is that if they don't investigate, they set themselves up for lawsuits, blame it on lawyers. Well, yeah. And again, I mean, I know it's odd because they had their tests where, you know, they gave people the vaccine and they gave people placebos and they checked things and they did it, but it wasn't for long enough because this thing is still not FDA approved. So the FDA didn't put their stamp on it. And you know, those morons, they put their stamp on anything. They don't give two shits. You can put, you know, you can actually put a little sticker that says this is grade 1 beef and it's not, but the FDA goes, yeah, poof, whatever, just go. But they didn't approve this stuff. And that's the thing. Yeah, it's 6 people, which is alarming, and it's 6 women so far, only women, again, from the ages of 18 to 48 is the age range of these 6 females. And again, it's a 1 in a million shot. And these things are going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. You know, if you give somebody, you know, you give 10 million people a shot, the odds are that you're going to have a handful of people that pass, another handful of people that get very, very ill, and then a whole big wad of people that just, again, skip on down the road after a couple of days of feeling like crap or whatever. It's going to happen. And I'm sure everybody is expecting that. But to slam the brakes on it for 6 people total out of everybody, out of over the almost 7 million people that got that specific vaccine, I think there's either bigger numbers or it's more alarming than what they let on, or they wouldn't have slammed the brakes on real quick like that, in my opinion. Because let's face it, this thing here, right here that I'm doing, vaping, the FDA bent over backwards to try to make this all but illegal. And their main reason was it wasn't out long enough, and we don't know what the long-term effects are going to be. So therefore, it's horrible, it's deadly, we can't put our stamp on it. But yet, the vaccine that they just threw out, they're going to say, well, we're not going to put our stamp on it, it's for emergency use, everybody get it, and if you don't get it, you can't get on a plane, you can't go to a restaurant, you can't do that. But we still don't have it available for everybody, and now it's kind of acting funny, and we're going to shut it down for about or put a pause on it. So you may not be able to get your vaccine for even longer, but still, if you don't show your papers that you got your vaccine, you can't go outside, so you might as well just be on lockdown and bang your head against the wall. That's my problem. You know, while you're figuring this whole vaccine thing out and how it's going to affect people and how many people and what the variables are, so far it's only women so far, but you know why are you going to even start talking? Why even talk about this passport thing until everybody has had the opportunity to go get their jab? Don't be talking about making it mandatory to walk into a place and you can't go in unless you have your passport. That's fine. After you dot all your I's, cross all your T's, and the FDA goes, okay, boom, or whatever it takes, or again, at least until everybody has the opportunity. Because as of right now, I cannot make an appointment to get the vaccine in my area. It is not available to me. I am under the age of 65, and I don't have any of the wacky health issues that deem me qualified. I'm not a first responder any longer. I don't work in the medical field, and I'm not, what are the other things? Well, so whatever the criteria is, I do not meet that. So therefore, I am going to be punished because I'm too old for anybody to really give a shit if I live or not, but too young to get the vaccine. So sorry, you can't come to my restaurant. You can't come watch the ball game. You can't come shop at my store. You can't get on the plane. You can't do this. You can't do that. But I don't qualify. That's not our problem. Talk to the government. They need to give you the vaccine. Well, they won't, because now they just put a halt to the Johnson & Johnson one. And if they look into this other one and find out it's doing shit, then boom, they might put a pause onto that one too. Why is it on pause? Because 6 people got some kind of rare blood clot thing. They had temperatures of just under 104 degree temperatures, Fahrenheit, fevers for a couple of days. They were admitted to the hospital with severe headaches and high temperatures and some kind of weird blood clot stuff. And yeah, but it was only 6 women. And again, I kind of find it odd that out of over 6 million that were administered, 6 people get ill and they slam the brakes on. I think there's more to what they're letting on. Just my opinion. Not that our government or anybody or big pharma would ever lie to us or keep anything from us, because I know that's far, far, far from the truth right there. They tell us everything and right away. But anyway, I got mine for those who haven't and didn't want to get it, then don't. But stop rambling on about BS of getting the shot because it will do this and that. Not one documented case has been made. But I do agree that there are things that seem to be rumbling about having papers for this and that, which I don't agree with. Yeah. Yeah, and again, I'm not here to tell you to run out and get your vaccine. I'm not telling you not to get it. I'm not telling you anything of the sort. All I'm saying is, I just was talking about this young lady Vantastic Travels, who just got the Johnson & Johnson because she wanted that one and done, and she wasn't feeling very well. I mean, she wasn't like, I'm going to run to the hospital because I feel ill, but she wasn't feeling very well. And then and then I find out today that, they're pausing the Johnson & Johnson because of these six women, all between the ages of 18 and 48, have fallen ill with this rare blood clot disease, and again, headaches and fevers and everything that actually sent them to the hospital. And I just played a clip of a guy talking about one of the other vaccines delivers the virus, and that's what he said. For all the people who say, no, that's not a virus, they don't give you a virus. Well, he said it delivers the whatever I forget the word he used. They deliver this through the virus that they inject, and it has this something that causes the blood clot thing and everything. So Johnson & Johnson isn't the only one that does it this way. So this other one of the, either the first or second way, I don't know, but he was talking all about it. I'm sure there's a bazillion little videos out there you can go and watch for yourself and read. But again, my thing is, it's just one more thing, and I'm glad if they put a hold on, that's cool. If they're looking into it, hats off. I just think it's odd just for 6 people, and I know it's just, if it was one of my family members, I'd be up in arms. But you figure, again, out of 6 million, 6 people got sick, and you figure, well, it's gonna happen, honestly, But my whole thing is because of this rumblings, and they're always talking, well, it's just a paper thing, and we can't have the paper because you can print the paper, you can counterfeit the paper, so it's going to be some app. They're already working on an app, so it's going to be on your phone, and you're going to get this thing, and you can show it like your damn car insurance. You can just pull it up on your phone and show the cop, or swipe it, or do whatever with this fucking thing on your phone. And I'm like, how about we get everybody the vaccine first before you start talking about all this garbage. And again, here we go. This one's on pause. So, and again, I did not get the vaccine, not because I chose not to, is because I do not qualify for it yet. I am not important enough yet. All right, let me see if I can catch up over here. I got my 2 vaccines. It's the age range. Well, yeah, but still, it could be anything. Are those same people also all both allergic, all allergic to, I don't know, bees, or, you know what I mean? There could be something in there in their genetic makeup, and why it's a female, what, I don't know. Again, because in the olden days, here we're gonna stick it, we're gonna stop polio. Here's a polio vaccine. Come on. How many people got sick and or died from the polio vaccine? But everybody else, poof, I'm sure there was a bunch, and I'm sure that number was higher than 6. Maybe it's because we're in a different time. I don't know. And again, I'm not trying to be callous or crass or sound, horrible. Oh, I know, all lives matter. Don't start that shit. Don't get your damn signs out and go marching in the street because Blind View said something about 6 people dying. Or it's not even dead, they just got sick. But yeah, again, if you're gonna pause things and make it even harder, or extend that period of time until we get vaccines, or the vaccines even available, shut your damn mouth about these stupid ass passports. Just zip it. It's dumb. It's dumb to even talk about the shit until everybody has the chance. The government will be setting up internment camps for the anti-vaxxers. I felt exactly like that, BB. Yeah, before North Carolina just opened it up. Misty, I agree that there is possible dangerous precedent that could happen with all this from a Segregation point of view, yeah. System media causing fear, so they got something to report. Could be. They're talking about a lot, though, about this. The good of the whole is greater than the wants of a few. Exactly. I agree with you there, Ox. Fear-mongering media and fear-mongering social media in order to generate money and views. Gotta go. Y'all have a great day. All right. Well, Nelly. RV, keep it rolling. My friend, her mouth was on fire and blistered. I'm worried about her. Glad I didn't take it. Yes, that is cause for concern. Nothing sells better than hate, war, and fear. Yeah. Wag the dog, exactly. What up, Boondoggle with the Boomer? The Adventures of Charlie Mike Raid. Hey. Alrighty. I'm doing well. But any which way, one, I hope those 6 ladies, I hope they figure out and give them whatever they need to stop their clots, reduce their fevers, and get them feeling better and back on their feet. I also hope they get it all figured out and either take it off the list, the Johnson & Johnson off the list, or get it figured out and say, okay, this is the deal. Let's, we figured it out. Let's get her back up there and get it back out there to the people and get them their vaccines. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but the thing is, I'm good. I don't need a vaccine. That's right. COVID can't get me. I got no innards.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, I hope to get better, but I would also be interested in what underlying factors they had, if any. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking too, because it's so far, and I hope no more pop up, but so far they're all females, and with the wide range, from 18 to 48, that's a big range. But you would think that there was something, they had something in common, you know what I mean? Whether it be already some kind of blood disease maybe, or I don't know, maybe they're anemic or all, I don't know. It could be, but there has to be something there, Again, for over 6 million to have, gotten that particular Johnson & Johnson vaccine and only 6 be affected. Or unless it's just 6 so far, and next week we'll find out that there was 60,000. Who knows? But I hope they do figure it out, because again, when they're talking about all this other dumb stuff, because that's what jumped to my mind at first. I'm like, okay, well, now that's less vaccine. I still don't have an opportunity to get one. So now my opportunity to get it is even lessened and pushed back further. So hopefully they're not working on these stupid passports, because in New York State, they already are. So it's only a matter of time till it starts trickling through the country. And so they're going to have this passport that I'm going to have that I don't even have the opportunity to get yet, which I think is horseshit. And I'm not really bitching about the vaccine or whether you should get it or whether you shouldn't, or whether Johnson & Johnson is fucking garbage or not. My whole thing is this passport thing. And if you're going to make us get this, at least wait until you even talk about it or push it out there until everybody has the opportunity to get the vaccine. That's all I'm saying. Doesn't that make sense to you? I don't know. Maybe I'm loony. There's been problems with these vaccines, all of them. So till the FDA approves, no way. Margie, they said it in a White House news briefing the other day that the Biden administration does not support the idea of vaccine passports. But they also did go ahead and say that, yes, the government as a whole will not do it. They're leaving it to the private sector. So if a venue such as around here, the Giant Center, where they hold all the concerts and where the local teams play. If they decide that they want you to show a vaccine passport, then the government says, hey, that's up to them. So if they decide to do that, then they're going to do it. And again, they're already doing it in New York. It's just like a lot of other things. It's like the government says the federal law is marijuana is illegal. But in this state, it's recreational, it's legal. In this state, it's only medical. In this state, it's everything. In this state, it's not. In this state, it is. But the government says it's illegal. But every different state, I can go buy it here. I can go buy it and walk down the street and smoke it here. Here, I can get my medical marijuana here as long as I have my card in this state. So every state is different. And that's the way this passport bullshit is going to go, the way they're yakking about it anyway. But again, if I go to a restaurant, what the Biden administration is saying is, if you go to a restaurant and the restaurant says, yeah, you can't come in here and unless you have your little vaccine passport. Well, if you don't have one, you can't go in. Just kind of like the no shirt, no shoes, no service deal is what they're saying. Because I heard that shit too about the government. But then they like I said, if you go on the list and they say, but however, we are leaving it up to the private sector. So state by state, county to county, they're all going to be able to make their own rules, which is dumb. They keep pushing the passport in Illinois. Yes, I saw that. They don't support it until a few yell loud enough, then Biden will bow down. The governor of New York does what? Yeah, well, New York and California, that's they're the two. Those two states kind of, they're like, yeah, we're going to do whatever. New York's just the East Coast knuckleheads, and California's the West Coast knuckleheads. Yeah, a friend of mine got a shot, the second shot, and she died 3 days later from her second shot. And the doctors called it pneumonia. The U.S. is turning into the Hunger Games, or the better version of the Hunger Games is a Japanese movie called Battle Royale. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's nuts. It's, and they're talking about, you hear stories that I just saw one the other day. I know it was a nurse that got COVID after she got her vaccine and all kinds of, I'm like, oh man. But anyway, again, I'm not condoning anyone that got the vaccine. I'm not saying don't get it. I'm not saying run out and get it. All I'm saying is, again, is until they make it available to everybody, they should just shut the hell up about this passport garbage. If you're talking about New York State, I can get anything. Money talks. Yeah, right. Where am I at here? The people of the Bayou, New Orleans, from smoking too much weed. And Happy said they made it illegal back in the day. Without the vaccine this year. Without the vaccine this last year will become the norm. Say goodbye to sporting events. Yeah, that's true. No Southern Colorado was taken to the hospital. If you had to stay, they shut down the shots that day. So it's not really just a few, my friend. Healthy. I hope she doesn't get any more side effects. Yeah. And I've talked to a couple different people. There will be litigation that will make money. Yeah, for sure. Isn't there always? Hello, Marilyn. There's Bob and Robin. They don't even know if the vax works. And they're talking about there's a new strain or whatever now, so this vaccine doesn't work on that, or kind of works or whatever. I don't know. And there's other countries that are going back down on lockdown again, and I don't know. It's just a whole mess still. And I get it, This is unprecedented. They got to figure it out, and it's going to take time. And I understand. I'm patient. I get it. I can deal. I know it's not going to happen overnight. But again, don't tell me unless I get the vaccine, I can't go do shit. But then when I go, okay, I want the vaccine so I can go do shit. Well, you don't qualify, and we don't have enough, and you're not going to get it. Well, then why are you telling me I got to, it just, to me, it's dumb. So they just need to zip it with that shit. Yeah, well, I feel the same way, that it's not FDA approved. But again, that's not even the big thing. That's out there for emergency use, which I understand that. But my thing is if it's not available to everyone, every single person, if you can't just go to wherever, just like the flu shot. You want your flu shot? Boom. You can go anywhere and get a jab for a flu shot. Until it's like that, then don't even talk about that bullshit. Don't even talk about making it. Don't even talk about getting one. Has anyone started requiring a vaccine? I heard rumblings of somewhere in New York that they're starting it in New York. I'm not sure. It's just blah, blah, blah. Margie, on the internet, you know how it goes, but there's a couple of videos and a couple of things about little stories on, weird little rags, I guess, internet rags, I guess you call them, that are yabbering about New York and this and that. I'm not positive. But the whole thing is, why even talk about it to get people all worked up saying, oh shit, I'm going to have to get this thing? Why even talk about it? Unless, again, it's like the flu vaccine. You can go out and get it. Anybody. Show up and go, hey, I want one. Okay, here it is. Boom. Well, until then, don't require anybody to do any damn thing. Don't talk about requiring anybody to do any damn thing. We had COVID-19. There will be many strains to come from what I see. Well, yeah. Look why do you have to get a flu shot every year? Because it's a different one. They got to figure out what it is, where it's coming from, and they make the vaccine. And then next year, guess what? A new one rolls around. You think this is going to be any different? No. They're going to have to be working on different ones all the time, constantly, just like the flu. My opinion. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I don't know. But that's the way I'm figuring it's going to be anyway. I'm figuring it's going to be just like the flu shot. It'll be a certain time of year when the new strain pops up and they find it and see it, and they're going to go, oh, there it is. Okay, we've got to work on vaccine again, and you're going to have to go get another one. And yeah, that's what I'm guessing. If I was a betting man, and I'm not, because I'm too stingy, I'm a cheap bastard. But anyway, yeah, if I was a betting man, I would bet that that's probably the way it's going to start being. Once they get it all figured out and, get all the bugs worked out and all that good shit, I think it's going to be just like the flu shot. They're going to have to figure out what strain it is and adjust accordingly and get everybody lined on back up. Do you think maybe all the talk about the vaccine passport is to try to get more folks to get the vaccine to try to get the virus under? I did think about that, Margie. That's a very good point, because I was listening to she was actually an Asian lady. It was an interview. She was some kind of doctor. I forget exactly what her title was, but she was saying about the vaccines and the only way to do it, to make sure that everybody, or as many as possible, get the vaccine, is to do something like that passport thing, to require people to, before they get on a plane, they have to have it. They have to have proof of a vaccine before they do certain things. And she did say that that's the best way for something like that, because I've seen a lot of other people commenting about that, about what she said, that, oh yeah, some communist Chinese lady is telling us, to mandate this and that, that's not how America works, and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, it did get me thinking that's probably it. It's probably just a thing to say that, hey, if you don't get it, you ain't going to be able to do this, that, and the other thing. It might be a ruse. You might be right. That did cross my mind though, Margie. Last Crew, what's up, man? Well, I'm officially homeless now in Kent at a lake at an undisclosed location. It's now beer o'clock. There you go. I trust science and nobody else. Stupid conspiracy theories. there you go. Yeah, that about sums it up. Now all you got to do is find the right place to get the actual scientists' words. Because, if you go to Fox and CNN and everybody else, they put their spin on it. You really don't know what the hell's going on. Yes, it will be a yearly thing soon, or maybe something like tetanus shot once every 5 years or so. Yeah. Hey, there's RV Davey. I just had my Moderna shot back to home. I thought the warmer the weather gets, the lower the cases. Well, they said that stuff before. They said about it, but it's in the dead of winter. There's as soon as summer hits, here, it's gonna get. How do you figure if everybody around? Have you ever seen what it's like in Kandahar and and places in the Middle East? It's hot as balls, and they got it. So why are we waiting until it gets hot here? It ain't gonna do nothing. Anybody thinks this is fake, trust me, it's not. I see you. You're right. You're right. It's not fake. That's for damn sure. I can tell you that too. As soon as I left the city, I'm offered the vaccine. I think it's a conspiracy. Yeah, it's nuts. Fox gets there. Where am I at? People talk and CNN gets their people to talk, but you never hear it from the actual scientists. Yeah, I know. Very rare. That's why I was looking at these things where they actually talk to doctors and people to hear what they're saying. It is funny. I agree there should be no requirements. I'm not Chuck. I will trust science implicitly when the scientists all agree and stop making mistakes. I have 5 family members with COVID right now. Oh, new cases. 2 are sick, 3 have no symptoms. Wow. That's crazy. Hello, Linda. For the love of Oklahoma. Hey, hello. I got the Pfizer vaccine in January, and it was just a week ago I got the second one. The company I worked for didn't have record of my first. It was a mess. Oh, really? Well, that sucks. Until that happens, I'll use my own judgment. There you go. Never trust YouTube doctors. Yeah, right? Because everybody's a doctor and a lawyer. I know my rights. I don't have to do that because. Oh, so you're a lawyer now. I don't want to take this or I don't want to do that because it does. Oh, so you're a doctor now. So you're a doctor and a lawyer. Exactly. I love it. Dr. Oz is on YouTube, unfortunately. I don't trust that quack neither. Sorry, but I don't like that dude. Can we use the vaccinated card for ID? No, they do give you a little thing that says I got vaccinated. Kind of like I voted. I got vaccinated. And a little sticker with some doctor writes his name on it or something. But yeah, it's not really anything that you have to have now. It's just a little thing. But yeah, Margie did bring up a good point though. It might be just a thing, just that that grenade to throw out there and let it go off and see if it makes people run to go get the vaccine. But again, even if I wanted to run and go get the vaccine, I can't because they won't give it to me yet. I got to wait. I don't know what I'm waiting for, but I got to wait. Supposedly like 6 more days or another week or some shit like that, and then it's supposed to be available to me. But until then, shit out of luck. Sorry about your luck, Blind Views. You don't get it. Why so long in between? Wasn't anything over 30 days to cancel the first shot? I heard somebody else saying that they had to wait like 2 months or something. I think it was a Canadian. I can't remember who exactly it was, but if I'm not mistaken, I think I heard somebody say that they got their first one and they got to wait 2 or 3 months to go get their second shot. We're getting donated vaccines from approval or legal there. Sounds responsible. I'm only a chief in real life on YouTube. I trust WebMD. This is an emergency vac, not approved by the FDA. Every fertile they shoot. Oh. Hey, Prairie Life. Do most people in the U.S. have to pay out of pocket for the shot, or does health insurance cover it? That's a good question. As far as I know, health insurance covers it, and they're not supposed to ask you for any money or any something else. I forget. I watched the video, said if you got these big things, do not answer this or that. You're not required to, and blah 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 blah. You're supposed to just go get the shot. The card they gave me is the size of a passport. But yeah, I would like to answer your question, but I unfortunately do not know because I am not allowed to go get it yet. I don't qualify to get it. They wouldn't give it to me if I wanted to go get it. So there, Charles, I'm at Chuck said it's free for all. Oh, you got your keychain, Linda? Cool. No problem. No problem. Special interest. You should have been one of the first to get it. No, I did not qualify. I was under 65 and didn't have any crazy sicknesses that made me vulnerable. I don't have any breathing problems or anything, all that bullshit. So, yep. Carolyn gets the vaccine. Will Lions Crew follow suit? Ron, I have cards also for my shots with CDC and State Board of Health stamped on it. Walgreens drugstores are giving the shots here in Wilmington, and they're free. Anyone over 16 in Wichita, Kansas can currently get one. If you can't operate an RV, sorry. You're not a doctor. All right, back to work. All right, Ron. I don't have insurance, and I got both. Didn't cost me nothing. I wasn't planning on paying it. Yeah, right. Yeah, I heard it was free, but, again, I don't know. You do qualify. That's bullshit. No, as far as they're not, I gotta. What the hell is it? See if I can find it still. Is that it? No, that's not it. That ain't it. Maybe I tossed it or burnt it already. Oh, I think this might be it. Let me see. Okay. We are focusing on Tier 1A, 65, and those 18 to 64 with high-risk conditions. So the patients we have to answer screening questions first, and they meet the Tier 1 criteria. They'll be prompted to set up a blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I guess it doesn't have. Oh yeah. When I went to the website that they sent me to, it told me the rundown of what the dates were going to be, when it was supposed to be available to everyone and everything. But again, now with them saying, well, this one's kind of screwing up and we better put a pause on it, is that going to delay things? I don't know. All right, back to this. See if I can. It's regulated by each state health department as to whom gets it and when. Yeah. I'm not into the card either way. Yeah, me neither. So I agree. Sorry about your sister, Luke. I hope she continues to heal. Only got my first stimulus check. Damn. We did get a little out of our emergency fund during COVID, but nothing drastic. BB, do you need to make a run for the border, come across back to the U.S. and pretend you're deaf, dumb, and blind, and you'll get a free shot instantly? Well, I'm sure I'll get a free shot whenever they say, okay, now calling number 269, you know. That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm at the deli with a number in my hand, waiting to get called. My dad got the AstraZeneca one, my mom got the Pfizer, and my in-laws got the Moderna. Everyone is doing good so far. There you go. That's pretty cool. Come to Alabama. I'll get you in. I don't trust my government. I've read a lot of the science on it. That's why I'm not getting it. And again, that's your choice. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not trying to tell you to, and I'm trying to tell you not to. I'm just saying, I don't even have the choice yet. You have a great day. You too. For the love of Oklahoma, you have a fantastic day. But, yeah, it's and again, I've actually talked to people, and you know, some of them are like, yeah, and they got different ones. You know, some got the Pfizer. I know most of the people I talked got the Pfizer or the Moderna. I don't know a whole lot of people that got the AstraZeneca or the Johnson & Johnson, to be honest. But you know, like I said, someone will say, yeah, my arm was real sore for like 2 days, and I was really tired, and I slept for like a day and a half. But other than that, you know, and then other people were like, oh man, I was sick as a dog for 3 fucking days, and blah, 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 blah. And other people were like, yeah, my arm was sore for a day, but that was about it. You know, I was a little tired, but other than that, I was okay. So it's a whole gambit. And again, everyone's going to react different. I understand that. I know that. I expect that, you know. I had the Moderna, which is the one I wanted for no logical reason. It may turn out like thalidomide. Anyone remember that? No, I don't. I hope you don't have to drop your drawers to get the shot. No, they stick it in your arm. Actually, if you want to see a pretty cool thing is Prairie Life. I made a little video. Now she's up in Canada, but pretty cool. You drive in, you know, and you don't even get out of your car. They drive up to the table, they poke you. You drive out, you go to a little waiting spot for 15 minutes. So if you do have a reaction, I guess they figure it's going to happen within that first 15 minutes. And you kind of sit there and chill and see if you're going to have any kind of reaction, so they can take care of you right there, not on your way home when you're passing out and crashing into shit. But yeah, it was a really cool little video how it was done. And I did hear from some folks down here in the States that we have similar things down here. So yeah. I know one person that said that they went to get theirs like that. They just drove in, never got out of the car. I actually know a person that was volunteering on their time off, giving the shots out, similar thing. And then other places like the local stadium will donated their facility, and so it accommodates all the parking, you know, the huge parking lots and everything. And so yeah, they were doing it there. So yeah, but yeah, if you want to see it, go over to Prairie Life, go over and check her channel out and look at her little video. Pretty neat stuff. That's your Papa Drew. Haven't got a shot, probably won't. Only symptom of COVID that I have was sitting on the toilet and watching the YouTube and fatigue from sitting on the toilet and watching YouTube. Come to North Carolina, you can use my address to get your shot. well, and I had it too. So that's the other thing I heard, that from the time you have it until the time you get the vaccine, you have to wait there's a certain waiting time before you get your shot from when you had it. So yeah. Margie got the Moderna. My state will give the vaccine to anyone who is eligible, but they prefer that they are residents. Is it the same everywhere? That's a good question, Marilyn. I do not know. For matter of convenience, hoping to get a Johnson & Johnson because it's the one that deals with, well, they just put a pause on the Johnson & Johnson, so if you didn't get it, you're not going to get it for a while until they figure this shit out. People are sick and they're like, the CDC and the FDA said, you guys should put a pause on that. And yeah, there she is, Prairie Life. She's still in here. Yeah. So yeah, go over and check out her channel and see her getting her jab. Pretty slick though. Like I said, I know they do the same thing here in different places or very similar. And it was pretty cool to watch. I enjoyed it. Your first mistake is believe you have freedom. Yeah, right. We're still learning the after effects of COVID, what kind of lung damage, etc. They are also learning about tube-induced nightmares. Wow. I wasn't so much afraid of dying from COVID-19, but the idea of lying on my stomach with a tube down my throat for weeks or months didn't sound like fun. Yeah, I hear you. Arizona doesn't care about you, about where you're from. They just want it to be available to those that want it. Yeah, I wish it was like that here. Got to meet maybe there's so many people that want it, because I know a long time ago, all the guys that I used to run with, from the firehouse and the ambulance crews and all the cops and everything, they got it, that shit, real early. And then they went to all the, the nursing homes and the assisted living facilities and all that stuff where there was a whole bunch of people all corralled in together. They were the next group that got it. And then they started going to like essential workers and people that were, that's when they did the 65 and up. And if you had certain health conditions that made you more vulnerable. So yeah, that's kind of where it was stuck at for the longest time. And it's supposed to be available to everybody by the end of this month. But then again, like I said, now they're putting the brakes on the Johnson & Johnson one. And if they look into this other one, whichever one, I forget which one it was, then will that one be slowed down as well? And will that affect the time that I can, qualify, if that's a good word? But it's an interesting situation. And yeah, Vancy Adventure, he was in here. He's in the ICU. He has it. He had it pretty bad. I had it. I was down for over a month. But it's been fun, but I have to leave now, go operate the grandma taxi. Yeah. All right, Marilyn. Prairie Life. And bonus, meet your new love interest in line for the shot if you're looking for someone around your own age. There you go. If you're looking for a local and someone your own age, there you go. They're gathering them all up in one spot for you. There you go. Oh, too funny. No, there he is. Vancy is still there. But yeah, so when I had it, it was I never had a fever, and that was the other thing I would always say, that they're shooting you in the forehead to check your temperature before you go in places to clear you, so to speak. Well, I had it, and I could have went anywhere. I never had a fever. They could have shot my head and they were thinking, oh, you're good to go. I could have walked right in with it. Because if that was the thing to see, taking temperature, I never had a fever. The whole time I had it for over a month, never got a fucking fever. I did sleep a lot. I mean, I slept. That's mostly what I did was sleep. And just walking up the steps, yeah, it felt like I ran around the block twice as fast as I could. I was like, as soon as I got to the top of the steps, man, I was panting and puffing and huffing. My heart was racing. But yeah, I'd get up in the morning and I'd go downstairs, drink a bunch of water, and I'd get my coffee and I'd sit on the couch, turn on the TV, and watch YouTube. Next thing I know, I wake up, YouTube videos are rolling. It's like 2 hours later. I'm like, damn. Throw my cold coffee away, get some more water and drink it, watch about another 20 minutes of YouTube and pass out again. And that's mostly what happened. Then I couldn't taste or smell any damn thing. So I was eating everything that I didn't like. All that healthy shit. I ate all the junk that I hated that was good for me because I couldn't taste it. Couldn't smell a damn thing. Yeah, it was really weird. I would change my vape like 20 times a day just to see, and it all tasted exactly the same, like nothing. I could eat onion. Didn't taste, it was just like crunching on stuff. Yeah, it was just weird. Yeah, sleep, and then my wife rushed me in. Yeah, you just get knocked out, man. Hey, Supreme Leader, what's going on, man? How the hell are you doing? Most people that get COVID don't even know they have it. Yeah, there are a bunch of people that do get it, don't know they have it. You're correct. There's a whole bunch of people that are asymptomatic. Lucky for them. And I'm in a house. I mean, I didn't quarantine myself from my wife or anything. And she didn't get it. My son didn't get it that we know of. He could have. He never got tested, but he didn't get it. I sure did, though. And it was no fun. No fun at all. And then I started getting the joint pains. You lost 37 pounds. Holy shit. Yeah, I started getting that kind of like the flu, kind of, when you get those body aches from the flu. That, man, my shoulders and my knees, my elbows, all my joints, oh my God, they hurt so bad. It was crazy. And then Boo, Trisha, that comes in here, she had it. She said, I thought I was going to die. Yeah, she had it. She was not doing good either, but yeah. And probably about 5 or 6 weeks, I started feeling better. And started to be able to smell a little bit. Taste started coming back really, really slowly. But yeah, I think my taste is still off a little bit. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's weird. Definitely weird. And like I said, I didn't get it as bad as Daryl there. Van City Adventure has it, but I'm with him though. You know. Go ahead. You can think it's fake and a conspiracy all you want. You do not want it. You do not want it. I wasn't hospitalized like he was, and it sucked ass. I could imagine. Yeah, no, you don't want to get it. Trust me. You do not. Not fun at all. I would rather have the flu. Yeah, the flu sucks. Yeah, the flu lasts a couple days. This shit, no. It lasts a lot longer, and it sucks. My guess is no, Supreme Leader. I don't think it'll be another, if it is, it'll be another virtual one like he had this year. You know the Bob's going to get that money somehow or try. You can still sign up for them seminars online. He'll zoom you in. What did you say? COVID killed your ex-husband? Oh, really? Yeah, I know a guy that they said that he died from it, but he was an old guy. He was kind of sick anyway, so I don't, I'm not saying it wasn't, but you kind of go, yeah, he was old and he was really sick and he was already in the hospital before he got it. So I don't know. Just have to get mine also, but I don't tear up until I finally went in and got my hair cut after a year. Yeah, right. Oh man. What's really funny is watching TV shows now, certain TV shows. And since, they were filmed last year, I'm watching, like the Real Housewives of whatever, or that Sister Wives, the Sister Wives show. I watched that shit. Me and the wife watched that shit. But it's funny watching, not funny, but it's odd actually watching, it's like, oh, due to the COVID outbreak, we gave them cameras and we're not, they're not filmed. They're filming each other and they're doing this and that and the other thing and all that crap. And hearing people, well, yeah, they say we had to do this and that, but it's not that bad. It can't be. And, on the onset, to go back and relive the beginning of it all, and hear different people's thought processes on how it is. And, oh, this is fake. And, oh, it can't be that bad. And then, after you watch it for a while, like 3 weeks later, they're like, oh my God, we got to stay in and don't do this and don't do that. And, oh, we can't get any toilet paper. And, oh, this is affecting me. It's affecting my life and me. They're all about me. What about all the other people that are dropping dead and everything? It's really interesting though to get onto regular TV, network television that was filmed, last year. It is kind of interesting watching people's reactions and how they talk about it. Pretty cool. Why doesn't the Bob own land? No RTR. Bob is Bob Afghanistan. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why Bob doesn't own land. You'd think he would by now. Because I know a while ago he did preach that. No. You get away from society and get away from... Don't you go buy land. You come over here and you hang out with the Bob. I'll tell you what to do, how to do it. And don't worry. I'll buy land and you guys can come stay on my shit. But yeah, I don't know what the Bob's into. I guess you never know. But the Bob, he's got money. He's good to go. He's set for life. That was awful in the beginning. I had to use John Wayne toilet tissue for 2 months. That's right. I know what John Wayne toilet tissue is too. It's rough and tough and don't take shit off of nobody. Yeah, I know what that is. You tried to get me there, didn't you? That's what my father-in-law used to call it. I got that cheap shit from Walmart. It's like John Wayne toilet paper. I was like, what the hell is that? It's rough, tough, and don't take shit off of nobody. Good stuff. But yeah. Crazy, man. Crazy stuff. It's still a crazy time we're living in. That is for sure. But yeah. I do hope they figure it all out so folks can get their vaccines. And there's no more hiccups or bumps in the road for anybody that wants to go get it. I hope nothing else slows it down or makes it harder to get their shit done. But yeah, again, I don't need it. I won't get the vaccine because I can't get the virus. Yeah, clots and stuffing. I got no innards. Oh my. Very grateful. Also, it was such a relief. I hope everyone that wants one can get there soon. Yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice. The bat button. You gotta love the bat button for sure. That's right, the bats. All right, gang. I think I'd yabbered long enough. I think we talked about all kinds of good stuff. And it's always nice to go back and forth and get other people's opinions instead of just hearing stuff and seeing stuff. And, you know, sometimes you just get lost in your head and you go, what the hell are they trying to talk about now? Is this shit for real? Well, you know, why? Why, again, you know, over 6 million administered, 6 people get sick and they go, no, stop. I was like, that doesn't really seem like high numbers to me. And, you know, that's just me thinking. So it's nice to come on here and have other people bounce stuff back and forth at me and throw ideas out. I always enjoy that because, as we always say, we don't have to agree, but we can still get along. And I like to have these little talks with you guys. You guys are eye-opening and you are inspirational and you get me thinking. And hey, you just never know. You might change my mind sometimes. I doubt it because I'm always right, but just kidding. Anytime, that is one thing. It was good seeing everyone. Have a great rest of the day. 5 views because of my wrench status. I was being so good and not responding to some of the remarks, but be proud of me. Hey, we all have our opinions. And I hope everybody feels safe and secure and okay with reporting their opinions in here. And like I always say, hey, there's Molly McGregor. Anybody is welcome in here. I don't care who likes you, who you pissed off, or who you talk about outside of here. That's none of my concern. If you come in here and you are peaceful and casual and cordial with others, and you have a different opinion than others, as long as you express it, you know, civilly, you're more than welcome to come and hang out in Blind Views. I have lots of people in here that don't get along, people that don't like each other, people that when they're out of here, they're at each other's throats, and that's fine. As long as they know that if you act up in here, the ladies in blue will get you. They will get you, and they will get you quick. Either one of you or both of you. But they are fair. They always usually give you a warning shot. If it's not a word to say, calm down, they might time you out. But then after that, you're going to be gone. And that's just it. And it's up to them, whether it's both of you or just one of you. Because if they fire the warning shot and one of you calms down and the other one doesn't, I'm pretty sure they're going to bounce the one that didn't calm down. And since the blind guy doesn't see all, but tries, they know what I expect. And I am behind them 100%. And they're chosen for a reason because they're just that fucking awesome. All right. Well, I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their day. Go out and do something that makes you smile. And if you want a vaccine, I hope it's available for you, and I hope you run out and get it. And if you don't, that's on you. I'm not telling you either which way. I ain't your mama. I'm not your dictator. You got your own mind. Make it up and do you. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. Until next time.
This is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it. that's the way we see it.
Hi, I'm Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
This is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
Yeah, this is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it. Oh yeah.
I'm Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
This is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
This is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
This is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
This is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
I'm Blind Views. That's how I see it.
What we do here is go back.